Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how the new coronavirus strain, Omicron or so, coming out of South Africa, has now made Joe Biden implement travel bans. Now, first off, it seems like the real world has just gotten their software update. We went from coronavirus to Delta variant, and now we've skipped a few, software updates and just gone straight to Omicron. Now, off rip, Omicron, it sounds like it may be dangerous, you feel me? Sounds like a dangerous virus. I don't have any fear in my heart, but it does sound like a crazy name. I don't know where they got this name Omicron from, but it is coming from South Africa. Now, besides the new COVID variant, or whatever you want to call it, right? Joe Biden has now implemented travel bans from South Africa. So anybody trying to leave South Africa, no, can't do it. You cannot come here. We will not accept you because we now have those fresh travel bans. Now, when I'm thinking back to 2020, when this virus first popped, there was a virus coming out of Wuhan, China called COVID. And President Trump decided, you know what, let's go ahead and ban travel from China because the virus comes from China. And what did everyone say when Trump did this, right? He's a xenophobe, he's racist, he calls it the China virus. Now, this is before we knew anything about COVID. He wanted to shut down flights coming from China. He called it the Chinese virus, the China virus, because we didn't even know what it was yet, and it came from China. So people said, like I said, they say it was a xenophobe, he was racist, he's shutting down travel from all over the country and the world, and he's really just being a racist, white supremacist. Now, Joe Biden, with this new variant, goes and stops travel from South Africa. And do you guys think the media will say the exact same thing they did about Trump? Will they call him a racist? Will they call him any of that? Now, this is a rhetorical question, because if you watch this and you heard me ask that, you already know in your head what they would have said about Trump when it's not even what they would have said, what they did say. It's funny how with this administration compared to the last, Joe Biden has said he will not do any of the stuff Trump has done, and he does it, and the media says nothing. When Trump did it, they're all up in arms. He's the worst leader. He's Hitler 2.0. And it's like Joe does it and they don't bat an eye. They'll even try to come up with the explanation to why he's done this. Now, I do give Joe, props. I'm going to go ahead and give him his flowers while he's here. I'm glad he went ahead and shut down the travel from South Africa so we could try to prepare early so that way this new variant doesn't arrive to the U.S. Now, he said he was closing travel starting Monday. We found out about this Friday. I don't know. I'd like the travel stopping Monday. That may give people time to come over here with Omicron, and Omicron wreak some havoc. Now, I've also seen, like I said, different people prophesying that, there's a new variant coming, a new COVID strain coming, just everything like that. And those people are helping us prepare ahead of time. But, now that it's here, we just got to take the proper precautions. So, like I said, I do give Joe his flowers while he's here to make that decision. The only thing is, Joe is the same person who criticized Trump for his decision to put the travel bans on China and other countries. And if you don't believe me, what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look right here at the screenshots I have. The first one. A wall will not stop the coronavirus. Banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world will not stop it. This disease could impact every nation and person on the planet, and we need a plan to combat it. This was March 12th, 2020. This is when Trump issued the travel ban from China for the coronavirus. Now, Joe says, in his own words, banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world, which means South Africa, will not stop it. The disease could impact every nation. So it's like Biden got up there last year ran on this whole premises he could stop COVID. I guess when Biden said he could stop COVID, I guess he thought, I am God. I can just stop it. When I touch an office, I use my magical Democrat powers and stop the COVID-19. No, none of that happened. He even criticized Trump for issuing this travel ban from Europe or any other part of the world. But then he's elected and he goes around and does exactly what Trump does. See, I wouldn't have a problem with Democrats or, liberals in general if they didn't have these double standards. It's like ABL said, they wouldn't have any standards at all if they didn't have double standards. Like, just admit that everything, like, it would be different if they admitted, we were wrong. Trump did have the best plan in place. We thought we could come in and have something different, but we're end up having to follow the same strategy as him. Instead, they call him racist. He's a xenophobe. He's Hitler. He's the worst president ever. He doesn't care about the American people. And then they turn around and do the same stuff that he did to protect the American people. But that's not the only tweet that we have from Mr. Joe himself. We have this other tweet. He said, Trump further diminished, and I'll put it here as well. Trump further diminished the U.S. in the eyes of the world by expanding his travel ban. The new African ban is designed to make it harder for black and brown people to immigrate to the United States. It's a disgrace and we cannot let him succeed. Now, this tweet by Joe Biden was February 1st, 2020. So it's weird. It's like, Trump issues a travel ban from Africa, and Joe says it's designed to make it harder for black and brown to immigrate to the United States. But he now implements a travel ban from South Africa, and he does it underneath the guise of Omicron, a new variant that we have no information about. It's just new. The software update came out and they rolled it out. And he said here, this is racism. He's doing this to be racist, but Biden does the same thing. And it's like, oh, so now we're banning travel for black and brown people to not infect everybody. You cannot make this up, man. You cannot make this up. How they literally change the whole narrative and change what they're saying when their people of power come into office. Like I said, if they would just keep things the same, we don't like travel bans, and then don't do travel bans when they're in office. We think this is racist, and when they get in office, it's not racist. We think this is the way to go, and when they get in office, it's not the way to go. And it's like, can y'all just keep it even across the line? Just stand on your principles. Just stand your ground. Joe, like, stand on your 2 feet and stand by what you say. And it's like they can't. This whole pandemic has shown me that the people in power who people thought were there to help, even though the government's never there to help, we can't keep stressing that. But, I'm tired of beating that dead horse. The people that, they thought were there to help are the same ones who are doing the same things that the people that they said that the people they hated were doing. Everything Trump did that people said, it's just wrong, it's wrong. Biden's doing the same thing, but yet they're seeing it as in, oh, he's helping. And it's like, so what was the difference between Biden implementing this travel ban for a new variant that may be stronger than Delta and COVID versus Trump implementing the travel ban when the virus first popped? That's just a question I have. Another question I have. How are we going to implement travel bans from South Africans to come over to the U.S. because of this new Omicron virus, but the southern border is still opening and immigrants are still just rushing into the country? If COVID is so dangerous with the variants that are already here, just regular COVID and Delta, we're not even talking about Omicron. If just regular COVID and Delta are here, and Omicron now shows itself, hi, I'm Omicron and I'm here. I'm coming for you Americans. Why didn't they close the southern border where there's no COVID restrictions, there's no masks, people are getting sick? We're banning travel from Africa, but we won't ban travel from the southern border. And I'm just saying, if COVID's that dangerous, we should be banning travel from everywhere. The U.S. should just be its own Or not even ban travel, just have restrictions where these people need to be COVID tested, or as they like to do, these people need to be vaccinated. Because we're allowing people to just run into the country for whatever reason they want to, for the sake of humanity, I guess, and we have to care for everyone no matter what. But there are no restrictions, no masks. They don't have to be, vaccine mandated to come across, but yet our own people here in the US do. Like, and that's another way they have no standards. It's double standards. They make us, the American people, have to be vaccinated or lose our jobs, have to be vaccinated or can't eat in a restaurant. But when it comes to immigrants, they can just come right in, and then to put the cherry on top, we're thinking about giving them reparations for $450,000 per person or per family. Like, does any of this make sense to you all? Because to me, it's just like, I can't keep pointing out the hypocrisy in the left, the Democrats, the liberals, the left. I don't care at this point. I'm here to just point out the hypocrisy for these people in power who claim they're here to help and they have the solution, and they have no solution. And because they know they have no solution, they run with the person's solution who they said had the wrong solution. So instead of them just saying, y'all, we have no solution, we're thinking of stuff, but we know it's not going to work. Trump was right. We're just going to do this. They'd rather say what he did was racist, what he did wasn't right, what he did was inhumane, and then turn around and do it themselves and then say, this is good. We came up with this. We had to do it. When he did it, it was for a bad reason. But when we do it, it's for a great reason. I see no difference in Biden banning travel from Africa for Omicron, but Trump banning travel from China for regular COVID. It's the same thing, but one was called a xenophobe and racist when he did it, and the other does it and no one bats an eye. The media says nothing. I don't even see Biden supporters like, yo, what is he doing? I saw one post where they were like, man, this is crazy. Like I know people are going to hate me for this, but like, where is Trump? Like, where is he? Like, no one voted for this man to be doing this, but he's doing the exact same thing he criticized Trump for. And I think a lot of people have started to realize that since the beginning of this pandemic, since Joe Biden's taken office in January to now, that everything Joe Biden criticized Trump over or said is so bad, it's so racist, it's so blue, it's so black, it's so this, it's so that. He has literally done himself and then sang a different tune that it's good. And it's like it was always good, but the media brainwash people to think this is horrible. He's some sort of white supremacist. And Joe does the same thing, but they don't bat an eye. I just don't get it. Joe himself has said banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world will not stop it. The disease could impact every nation. Trump was racist for the travel ban against Africa. He just doesn't want blacks and browns to immigrate. And then he goes and bans travel from Africa. Hey, man, I'm just showing y'all the hypocrisy. But anyways, man, this has been your boy Chad. Leave your comments down below if you have any. I'm going to try to drop a couple more videos. I'm just trying to record videos back to back to back. But anyways, man, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'm out. Peace.